Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Yes, it's another week. You know what that means. It's another video. Another brand new video. Today I'm looking forward to doing something very, very special. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for my last video. I had planned to do that as a premiere. It all went pear-shaped. Not too sure what happened. Still trying to figure it out. But the response has been great to the video. And I've got lots of people now who are into the draw for my lucky giveaway sample. So today I'm going to drink this Glengoyne 25. I don't know if I'm holding back, but and I don't know if it's coming across, but how excited I am to do this. As I say, it was about 6 months ago that I finished my last bottle, so I've been holding fire with this, and now it's time. As you can see, I've had a few of these. I've been trying it over the last week or so, really getting to know it again, and hopefully I'm going to share this with you today. So a little bit about Glengoyne first, guys. It's just on the outskirts of Glasgow. Beautiful little distillery, very picturesque. It's quite unique as it's a Highland distillery, but its stills are in the Highland, its waters are in the Highland, but it matures its whiskey in the lowland, so the warehouses are down on the Highland line. So it's a unique little characteristic of that distillery. But the whiskey, as anyone knows who's watched my videos before, the whiskey is absolutely beautiful. This is no different, this is no exception. So today I'm going to look forward to really getting into this with you. But the distillery, as I say, it has 3 stills at Glengoyne. It's got 2 wash stills and 1 spirit still. It supposedly has the slowest stills in Scotland. Not too sure if that's still true. I'm sure somebody will drop a comment and let me know. It has a fantastic strap line. It's unhurried since 1833, so that's when the distillery was founded. Had a little bit of an illicit past before that, but he got his licence in 1833. I'm just going to give you a little bit off the back of the box here, guys, because I think it's quite interesting. This is at 48% ABV and it's no colour added, but it doesn't say anything about chill filtering. So I'm just going to read this for you quickly because I think it's interesting, guys. Up to 6 years long from oak forest to Highland distillery. That is how long it takes before sherry casks are finally ready to receive our spirit. However, the journey has just begun. Time and wood together over the next quarter century within the cool darkness of our traditional earth-floored warehouses. From the casks we appoint only the best to become Glengoyne 25-year-old. Then we bottle as taste insists at 48% ABV. It is perhaps the perfect balance of elegant sherry oak, traditional stills and barley dried by air and never peat. Yeah, they don't peat any of their whiskies at Glengoyne. I've got a few little bits here from various people at the distillery. This is our stills are Scotland's slowest, unhurried. Our new spirit benefits from the cleansed of journeys, developing the unique Glengoyne flavour. That's from the stillman at Glengoyne. We have unpeated. We dry our barley by air, never peat. This unlocks the subtle, complex flavours of slow distillation and exquisite wood. That's from the Mashman. The deep colour hue of Glengoyne 25-year-old comes from time and wood alone. Why would we add anything else? Master Distiller. Colour is awesome, guys. When you pick that up, it's real dark amber. And it's got a touch of red hue on it, as it says. Oak casks. Only hand-selected sherry casks are used to mature Glengoyne 25-year-old. The spicy dry finish is unmistakable. And that's from the casks are from Jerez in Spain, similar to Macallan, I think. Maturation. Fine casks need space to breathe. We stack them just 3 high in cool darkness of our stone-built warehouses. and we've been learning our trade since 1833. Why change something that took generations to perfect? Awesome, awesome stuff, guys. It's a fantastic box as well. It's a real presentation box. Anyway, enough about that. Let's crack on with the whiskey. As I say, it's 48% ABV. It's a super dark colour. It's like a dark amber with a red hue. In fact, when you put the bottle up, it's one of the darkest whiskies I've ever seen. But you can even see how great this bottle is, guys. The detail is just phenomenal, and it's got the two geese from Glengoyne on there. Fantastic. So, the whiskey. Let's crack on with the whiskey. So I'm going to give you a nose, how it is on the taste, and a bit on the finish. So let's nose this Glengoyne 25. I can't wait any longer, guys. Wow. Straight up front, guys, it's a sherry bomb. It's a monster of a sherry. It's all dark fruits, which you would expect. Your usual suspects are there. The figs, dates, raisins, plums, sultanas. They're all there. Picking up some red fruits as well now. So you've got like red apples. Like a blood orange. Some citrus. So I'm getting the usual kind of orange and tangerine notes. And the thing that's coming out, guys, this is 25 years old, so you can actually you can smell the age on it. It smells old. Smells of old leather. Smells of tobacco. But it's not lit tobacco, it's not smoked tobacco, it's like it's fresh cut tobacco. If you've just maybe opened a tin, you've got that kind of smell of tobacco. Some spice there in the background. Definitely cinnamon. It's very fruity. But it's not, when I've had fruity in the past, it's like sweet and sugary and that kind of sweetness. This is like a dry, old sweetness. It's fruity, sweet, but it's dry, if that makes any sense. And definitely there's lots of dark chocolate. It's beautiful. On the nose, this is exquisite. Oh, I wish you could smell how good this smells, guys. If they could make this an air freshener or something, I'd have it everywhere. I'd have it all over the house. But it's wonderful stuff. So, the moment you've all waiting for, the moment I've been waiting for, I'm going to try this now. So, Slange, wish me luck. Don't think I'll need it. I'm looking at that dram size now. I actually wished I'd poured a bigger one already and I've not even tasted it yet. But anyway, here we go, guys. Slange. Wow. What a whiskey. On that initial taste, you get the 48% ABV. It's full bodied. It's an intense arrival. It's spicy. It's fruity. You've got an explosion of flavour in your mouth. It's got a beautiful thick mouthfeel It's almost syrupy. Mouth feels fantastic. It's really, really mouth-watering, but at the same time, the dryness comes in. As the dryness wears off, it's the fruities, spicy, your figs, your dates, your plums. They're all there, the citrus. It's got an orangey tangerine note now. That spice, the spice is quite strong initially on the palate. As it develops, the spice really kicks in and it's really, really strong cinnamon. But it's like a bready cinnamon, it's like a bread bun. It's like those cinnamon rolls, it's got that bready note. Almost pastry. But it's very, very spicy. The 48% is absolutely fantastic, it's bang on for this whiskey. The tobacco's there, the old leather, everything's leathered, everything's old, you can tell the age. It just smells old and it just tastes old. It's quite jammy. It's got a kind of, in fact I've got some, it's like all the fruits are all kind of stewed fruits. It's all kind of cooked and it's almost like a compote. But it's jammy, it's kind of raspberry jam, strawberry jam. The chocolate is beautiful. It's all, the balance, guys, it's absolutely perfect. It's as well balanced a dram as I think I've ever tasted. But the cinnamon's strong, the spices, the old leather, everything's there. I'm just going to have another little sip of this, guys. On that second sip, it's even better. This just gets better and better and better. I've tried a few drams of this now again over the last week or so. It's phenomenal whiskey. It's got everything. It's got fruit, it's got spice, it's got heat, it's got age. It's got sherry, it's got flavours, it's an absolute explosion. This has been beautifully constructed and beautifully put together, guys. I know it's £260 a bottle, but it's a no-brainer. At £260, when you compare it to its peers, like your Macallans and your Bowmores and all those other brands, this is easily the best priced 25 of this quality, and it is absolute quality of a dram, of a whiskey. In fact, I don't normally score whiskies, but I'm going to score this one at the end. I've got a rough idea on that already, what I think I'm going to give it. You might have a rough idea what I'm going to give it. So I'll do the finish. I'm not going to add water because I love it this way. I don't even want to attempt it with water. I have tried it with water, but I prefer it this way. Water does great things to it. It makes it a little bit sweeter when you add water. But I think this, I like the spicy, the dryness, the thickness. So this is how I'm going to drink this bottle. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So on the finish, guys, I'm going to just have a little taste again to give you a finish. On the finish, guys, it's dry, it's oaky, it's spicy, it's fruity. It's a super, super long finish. It lingers forever. It goes on and on and on. The balance again is just, as I keep saying it, it's perfect. It's a super, super whiskey. everything's there, the fruits, the jams, the citrus, the spice, and for some reason when you go through sipping it, they come in at the right time. Nothing's a surprise. Well, it's all a surprise, but it's all beautiful. The chocolate, the spice, the fruit, stewed fruits, dark fruits, toffees, caramel. You would think it'd be super sweet, but it's not. It's a kind of dry, fruity, so it is sweet, but it's not a sweet, if you know what I mean. It's more a kind of savoury sweet, if that makes any sense. But it's absolutely wonderful. The score, guys, if I was going to score this would be me. This would be the word would be the word perfect. It would be a 10 for me. This is a 10 all day long. It's by far the best whiskey I've tasted so far this year. If I'd have tasted this last year, this would probably be the best whiskey last year. It's that good. So if you ever get the chance, guys, to come across this, I'm going to make a statement here. If I know it's an expensive bottle, it's £260, but if you love whiskey and you want a real whiskey experience, if you could find that £260, I don't think that you would be disappointed with this whiskey. So on that note, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Again, if you're a returning subscriber, then thanks very much. If you're watching for the first time, you may want to click that bell, hit that subscribe button down below, kept up to date with future notifications. If you've liked the video, please give me the thumbs up. But again, until next time, guys, I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend, and please remember, the pleasure is in the sharing. Thank you very much.